Hello everyone, welcome to a quick update video on our fund, the index fund. Alright, to go ahead and jump right in, it has been pretty difficult in the stock market, I'd say, this past week. To give you an idea, today the NASDAQ was down, it looks like the NASDAQ was down a little bit over 2.5%. So the Dow was down 600 points. Let me go ahead and pull up a chart here, or a heat map, just to show you what the stock market looked like today. So as you can see, there's a lot of red, companies selling off, especially in the area of tech, but really it's across the entire market. Even energy is down, which has been doing pretty well. And the only ones that seem to be hanging on is really the S&P 500. It's really, I guess, consumer staples, and it's only like 2 companies. So it looks like a lot of the market got rocked a little bit today, which is, honestly a continuation of what we've been seeing in terms of companies coming in terms of their valuations. So as it relates to our fund, this portfolio is a combination of the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, and IWM, which is the Russell 2000, as well as a 10% exposure to BLOK. And the BLOK ETF is the ETF that is crypto oriented. So there's a lot of companies that either have crypto on their balance sheet or they mine cryptocurrencies. So it has that crypto exposure. All right, taking a closer look, we'll see that the index portfolio is currently up 1.15%, or an adjusted gain of $11.91. Now, in the May 30th or May 31st update video, this particular fund was actually up $48 or $43.08. So obviously the gain's down a little bit. And in terms of the total, in terms of the total amount invested, there actually was an extra $125 that was put in at the beginning of the month for the pay period. So if I'm looking at this correctly, I actually have some money that can be put to work in cash. Looks like I probably have about $100. But of course, when you look at the cost of the QQQ as well as the IWM, you can see that neither one of them is under or around $100. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to wait until June 15th. And then at that pay period, I'll be depositing the extra $125, which makes for the total of $250 for the month. And then I will be purchasing probably a share of IWM and then a little bit of BLOK to bring the portfolio into balance. Remember, the ideal proportion would be 45% QQQ, 45% IWM, right, for the equal weight, and then a 10% position of BLOK in relation to the entire portfolio. All right, so that's pretty much what I have now. It's been a continuation of, bloodletting in the stock market. But remembering that this portfolio, I'm going to run it for a minimum of 1 year. So it's anticipated that the stock market's going to ebb and flow. These moves aren't really any concern to me because I know that I'm looking at this for the long term. And really long term would be longer than a year. But I have a year as the minimum amount of time that I plan on having this portfolio, right? So with that being said, as always, I thank you for your time, and I will see you next week with an update and a purchase on our ETF index fund portfolio. This is Dr. Diffins signing off. Bye-bye.